We're going live quickly. I got my Ryan Stone don't eat paint mug. Slam that coffee. Cappy is in a great mood. Cappy, I got 10 hours sleep and only peed once. Only got up once. And man, I'm not joking. Give me this feeling any day over having sex. Give me that. Give me this. I got 10 hours of sleep uninterrupted, waking up feeling like $1,000,000. I'll take this over a girl with the cutesy any day. Any day. And it is a rejoiceful day. I'm very happy. Okay, let me explain to you. I'm gonna explain to all of you why you're wrong. Okay, let me explain to you. I got even within my own team, my own family, the GF, every one of these close-minded, short-sighted, idiotic fucks compared to me, who I love. They don't get it. You all don't get it. The classic, sure must be nice. And then I look at them like, sure must be nice that you take a day off, or 2 days off a week, and that like you stop working at 5 and you don't go home and work on your projects and you don't get everything that needs to be done. Sure must be nice to be like a 13-year-old child without a to-do list, where you just do the absolute minimum. You do your 40 hours a week, and then you make it worse by going into that. Now, this is not a criticism on my family and loved ones or the GF. I just feel a little betrayed that they don't see the wisdom after all this time, that they don't put 1 and 2 together and get 3. They look at, oh, I see. Oh, but I've got everything done on the to-do list. I mean, the to-do list never ends. There's always maintenance. But I have my projects all done. All done. You say, well, didn't you have that last year? Didn't you have a holiday, October 5th? I did, until I came back and, houses settle. For those of you who aren't homeowners, there's always like the houses are going to settle and change. There's some at least 3 years of projects, even if it's a house you've already bought, like a pre-existing house. Yeah, I really ought to touch up the gutters there. I really ought to landscape this. I really ought to do that. And if you're smart, you do it all as soon as possible. Not only so that it's preventative maintenance, like for every minute I spent on these projects, I guarantee you I save 10 in the future. Absolutely guarantee. And so if you're smart, you do it all up front and you do it as quickly as possible so that you never have to do it again. Not only do I got that feeling of the sleep, where I got that amazing, wonderful sleep and that feeling like, oh man, I could take on the world. I got that feeling that you did your homework on the bus on the way home on Friday, and I got nothing I have to do. Nothing. Yes, I will have to mow the yard. Yes, I'll have to clean the toilets, but there's nothing. Now, these old time men, they probably understand. If you've been a homeowner before, you're like, oh man, that spot. It's a whole new standard of living, and now I'm free. And this work philosophy, it's not necessarily a work ethic, it's a type of work ethic, but this work philosophy, why do you work so much? Why don't you take a break? Jeez, Gabby, why you loosen up? Hey, to all my friends from the 90s, go fuck yourselves. For all my friends in the 20s, like, why don't you loosen up? Why are you bringing your laptop here? Why don't you chill out and relax? Why don't you loosen the purse strings? I know all of them. Not all of my friends, but I know damn well half of them. Oh, you got to do that work thing, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you had to take out a home equity loan because you got laid off. You didn't have a micro FU fund, or you didn't have minimum. Oh, what am I going to do? Whatever the fuck I want today. And not only today, it as one does after working a lot, I'm going to take a vacation. Cappy's going to take a vacation. I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm not doing any crowd. I'm going to sit on my let me co are you all sitting down? Are you all sitting down? You better all be sitting. I was gonna floor you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want for 3 whole days. 3 whole motherfucking days. I'm gonna eat what I want. I'm gonna get up when I want. I'm gonna do what I want. Aaron, what? Well, what is that? Yeah, I don't have a plan. I don't know. That's one of the most beautiful things about this plan. That's the most wonderful things about this vacation I'm about to take. I don't know. But to make it better, to make it the bestest vacation a human being has ever taken, you know what else I'm gonna do? You know what makes this really not only am I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm gonna do whatever I wanna do. I'm gonna do it without a single bit of guilt or worry. Not because like, "Oh, there's stuff you really ought to do," but you're gonna psychologically understand, "Oh, see, oh, but you know what? You just need to take a break. You just need to take a break. Okay, you just need to recharge your batteries. You just need to like there's nothing left to do. That's what makes this vacation so wonderful. It's not like, oh, there will always be work. No, motherfuckers, you don't get it. There ain't no work. It's permanent summer vacation. Mine is the obligatory. Yes, I'll have to change the oil. Yes, I'll have to do this. Yes, I'll have to do that. There ain't no projects, motherfuckers. The soffits are caulked, not cocked, caulked. There ain't no bugs getting in. And Miller moth infestation. I've talked about the Miller moths. Modern day scorpions up here. The cars, I checked the oil. Everything's good. All the maintenance has been done on the cars. People, what are you doing? Landscaping the property? What are you doing, Cappy? Why are you ordering so much gravel? I had to grade the land away from the house, put plastic down, and then put gravel on top of the plastic so that the water falls on the plastic and goes off the property and into the pond, which helps actually keep the pond more filled. I like seeing a filled pond. Past 2 years, it was more of a swamp. Now it's a full pond because we got a lot of water. But all this drainage water off my property goes into the pond. So now I get to see the pond. But for those of you not homeowners, the foundation ain't going to get wet. There's going to be no water in the basement, not even mold. Not one drop of water is getting in the bay. And not only that, but the water will not seep into the ground and then freeze, which means it expands and buckles your foundation and then contracts during the daytime in spring when it melts and then freezes again at night and bap, 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 like an accordion and doesn't bash away at my foundation. And so for about $2,000 worth of landscaping equipment and 2 weeks of physical hard labor, I'm down to 141 pounds now. I have saved oh, there's a crack in our foundation. Wonder how that happened. Oh, there's a $35,000 fix if you're lucky. Lord knows if there's going to be any tradesmen by the time that 10-year crack comes along. Not my house. Not my house. And I'm going to have 72 glorious hours of doing whatever the hell I want without guilt and without worry. I know there'll be some smoking of cigars. I'll probably go play some poker. I'm going to eat whatever I want because I work. You ever haul gravel? You ever haul gravel? Shovel gravel? I'm down pounds, man. Pounds. I'm going to eat like a pig. I would go to Perkins, but they can't get their French silk pie act together. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Sonic. Maybe they'll have ice cream. You never know. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jack Napier. Jack thinks he owns my time. Jack, this is part of the getting the work done. I do a podcast and I'll send you over here. Hang on. Let me in, Jack Napier. Jack's crying. Jack is crying in Scandinavian tears. All right, let's get Jack in on here. Jack, I'm going to tweet it to you. That's another I took off from podcasting with different folk because I didn't have not that I don't like these people. I like Jack. I like Rule Zero and the whole gang over there. Jack, I just don't have I just didn't have time. I had to get all this stuff done. All right, Jack, I'm sending this to you now. Now Jack may not remember this, but the Americans, if you're old enough, might. Do you remember the toy My Little Buddy? My little buddy, my little buddy, something or I take him everywhere. That thing was in the 80s. Jack is like my little buddy. Go to the store, get yourself a friendly Dutchman. Here's my little buddy. All right, we got everyone got it. So that's it. Cappy's in a great mood. And now this is the final stretch. All I gotta do is one podcast. That's it. That's it. Now I gotta upload the MP3 version later. I'm dropping the girlfriend off at the airport. She's gone for 2.5 weeks. She got family stuff to do. And I'm like, bye. Oh, this is gonna be so wonderful. So wonderful. Let me go. Well, come on, Jack. Are you coming in or what? I'm gonna log out of this. Can't do that. Close out of this. All right. Well, we'll wait for Jack. While we're waiting for Jack, let me give you the South Dakota news. This is very important. Hot Springs, South Dakota. You guys wondering what you're missing out here on the excitement and the activity in Rapid City. The horse missing in Wind Cave National Park since last Tuesday was found earlier today walking around Highway 385 near the Wind Cave Canyon Trailhead. Custer County Dispatch notified the park at 7:55 a.m. of a drop call from that area. When park rangers responded, they saw the horse. Park personnel led the horse into the park's maintenance yard where it was soon reunited with its owner. The horse appeared to be in good shape after spending a week in the backcountry. We'd like to thank everyone who helped on this search, especially the Custer County Sheriff's Office, Custer County Search and Rescue. How many people went after this horse? Custer State Park and the South Dakota wing of the Civil Air Patrol? I just read this because it was funny that a lost horse who has been found this was front page news over the Rapid City Journal. I did not know we got the Civil Air Patrol involved with the lost horse. And the numerous people who on their own were looking for the horse, said Superintendent Leigh Welling. The horse named Finley was examined at the Fall River Veterinary Clinic, and other than dehydration and a slightly scraped up leg is health. Well, dehydration, there's a ton. I know that area. There's plenty of water out there. Jack, you coming or what? I don't know why this horse was fine. It's lots of grass for it to eat, water all over the place. I've been searching from sunrise to sunset since his disappearance. While I have been trying to hold on to hope, after all this time I had begun to fear the worst, said the horse's owner, Jins Zagola. The efforts to find him have been incredible, just amazing. It has saved his life. I'm just at a loss for words, overwhelmed with relief that he is safe. I'm glad they found the horse, but was this like what do they call that? Emotional support animal? What I have seen out here in the West, like, a horse goes missing, mountain lion got it. The horse goes lame, you shoot it. The cow, I know that cows, well, bulls as well, obviously they breed livestock. That's a key critical part of having a herd going. But if you don't do it right, cows that are related will have sex with each other, and then you get Joe Biden cows. They'd shoot them. I'm like, nope, no incest cows. They're shot. So I'm kind of wondering what the attachment was to this horse. Finley, I'm glad Finley's okay. We're all right. Everything's okay now. There's that. There was also a story I wanted to read, and all they have is a video. But a 9-year-old Rapid City kid got a hole in one. And instead of reading about Ben and Pussies, Ben and Jerry's, Ben and Pussies, like, oh, let's hate white people some more and give back Mount Rushmore. I wanted to read this, but there's nothing to read. I don't know. They do a whole article about a missing horse, but then horses go missing all the time. 9-year-old makes a hole in one. All we got is a video, a YouTube video. That's it. 11 views. That's kind of sad too. There's only 11 views And this made the KOTA, South Dakota News. All right. You know what? I don't know where Jack is. I am going to do sponsors while we wait for Jack. So let's go through this. Sponsors, Lando Losers. It's a book written by Nice Guy. I'm about a third through it. Normally I don't read physical books because it takes too long. But so far, I have some disagreements with him. I think he's kind of in the past, he was a true nice guy. I'm sure in hindsight he understands why he wasn't getting the girls, but he sounded not creepy at all, but kind of like, man, this guy was naive. I guess we all were. But the book is a stark reminder, like, oh God, it's like reliving Vietnam as a Vietnam vet. Like, oh shit, I forgot that this happened. Oh yeah, that happened to me too. And just reading through it, it's a account, story by account of instances of him interacting with the girls. And I think everyone actually should read it, where you might have disagreements with him or not. Just so it's like, yeah, this happened. I think it was pretty common for your average guy. Certainly, the 80%, you should read this and realize, yeah, this has been going on because his accounts go back from 2001 to 2006. And so this was before, well before a lot of you hit puberty. But yeah, this has been going on for quite a while. I'm like, oh yeah. So it's not you, it's not bad luck, it's just the way of the world. And I haven't gotten to the part where he escapes and goes overseas. I haven't gotten to that part. The Way of Monkey book by Turd Flinging Monkey. Both of these books you can find on Amazon.com. If you are angry, if you need to relax, if you need to get in control of your not your life, but your emotions, namely anger, I cannot recommend The Way of Monkey book enough. That is the foremost modern day book on stoicism that you can get. There's the VeloWave bike, my VeloWave bike. If you live in a major metro, or maybe not, maybe you just live a couple miles away from a grocery store or whatever, I cannot recommend you get an electric bike enough. The fine men and women, oops, that's not it. God, really? Really? That, there we go. God damn it, man, I screwed up. Oh, it's gonna be a day. I was in such a good mood, and now I could have swore I copied this. I did. Where'd it go? God damn it, now I'm pissed. I was happy, and now I'm pissed. Here we go. I got the wrong. Oh, that's why. That thing won't work. Okay, never mind. The link I sent doesn't work. Either now or hang on. Just bear with me, guys. Yeah. I know, Mike. The heck is on Cappy's? Oh, that's a blue rubber band. Oh, that's a garter from a girl. I can't remember. All right, never mind. If you're interested in getting an electric bike, I got an affiliate program with VeloWave, and I got a VeloWave bike and I use it. And if you'd like it because you want to like get around town, maybe lose a little bit of weight, but you want to go distance, like say your grocery store is 15 miles away. Well, on a regular bike, that's 30 miles. VeloWave bike can do it. VeloWave bike can do it. And so you save a lot on gas. I would definitely for college campuses, unless you're in a major leftist shithole, because then the people will steal it. Because Democrats love criminals more than you. They do. They just love criminals so much. So don't get a VeloWave then. We got that. Here. All right, here. If you guys know Thor, I'll put the link in there. Thor and his wife, Missy. Missy had a tragic accident and they have accrued a lot of medical expenses. Yes, they did have insurance. Insurance did not cover everything. She was paralyzed from the neck down and has required extensive surgery and a lot of medical bills to recover. So they do have a GoFundMe. So I put the link in there if you wouldn't mind tossing Thor a couple bucks instead of buying a bunch of booze or Vice or, that girl you're going to take out to dinner to hopefully impress her. Do me a favor and actually help a girl that needs it. Help out Missy, not that dumbass Quim you're going to take on. She's going to take you for your money because you're giving her free food. She's going to look at her phone. Help out Missy. All right. So there we go. What else we got? Academiccomposition.com. Go to academiccomposition.com where Alex and his crack team of writing staff will write your papers for you. It is summertime. Maybe you're going to summer school. All right. Maybe, but why don't you go enjoy summer? Don't write your papers. Colleges and universities don't care. Do you know how many professors paid other people? Do you know how many PhD students Alex gets? Like it's over, by the way. It's over. This whole college thing, it's done. There's no veracity anymore in it. Now, if you're going to medical school or you're going to chemical engineering or whatever, all right, take your courses, get your, take those seriously. But for your fifth English composition course that you've had to take since you were 16 years old between high school and college, your economics 101 course, all you got to say is, I hate white males and capitalism sucks. All right. Now, do you have time for that? No, but maybe you want to go get laid. Maybe you want to go have some beer and pizza. Maybe you just don't. Maybe you want to play video games. You don't want to write yet another paper about how great black female vagina is in wheelchairs and intersectionality. Maybe you're tired of that shit. Well, have Alex and his team of writing staff write for you. Or if you are looking for remote work, they're always looking for writers and marketers. So go to academiccomposition.com and have Alex tell you what to do. Piratebooktakedown.com. My colleague Doug, if you are a content creator, Doug will go after people who are pirating your works, and they are. It's almost a guarantee, especially if you are any kind of significant notoriety. And you could go ahead and do that, and you could teach yourself how to do it, and it's tedious and it's boring, or you can have Doug do it. And Doug is like Liam Neeson from Taken. He will not stop. Not only will Doug send the standard DMCA claim against them, they'll work 80% of the time. If they don't respond, he will go after their internet service provider and get the entire site taken down. And he has done that several times. I'm like, dang, man, I'll just pay you to do that, just to take down some of these websites. So if you are a content creator and people are pirating your work, go to piratebooktakedown.com. Tell Doug Cappy sent you. Then we have my courses on Teachable. Let me go pull up that. The Clary School of Economic Philosophy. Go to all products. I got two open: Achieving Financial Excellence and The Dad You Never Had. Achieving financial excellence is the very first step in getting your financial planning together. And The Dad You Never Had is for those of you without a father who you have 5 or 6 asshole consulting questions. That's probably going to run you around $200 to $300. But if you are here and you are lost and you don't know, what do I major in, or how do I stop being a lazy sack of shit? Well, go take that course. There you go. And what, man, I haven't done advertisers in a long time. Noncommunistsciencefiction.com, Michael Kingswood's website. If you like science fiction, but you don't like the communist variety, go to noncommunistsciencefiction.com. And Pushing Rubber Downhill, the book written by Adam Piggott, and also the website Pushing Rubber Downhill, where he has his blog. He used to have a podcast. I don't think he does it anymore, but it is a mandatory book to read, is Pushing Rubber Downhill. All right, Jack ain't in here. Jack's not around. Well, that Chad's here. Where's Chad? Chad, where'd you go? I saw you here. Chad, you want in if you don't take super chats? That's basically the only rule I got. I was making killer super chats past couple days. Let's see if Chad wants to come in. I'll send you the link here, Chad. Don't worry, we'll get to the repo man thing. And after this, then I get to go to downtown. I get to buy some food. Fucking Vince. Good old Vince. Let's get Chad. Vlad Elkins. Hang on. Hang on. There you go, Chad. You can join if you want. It's kind of looking forward to Jack coming in. All right, let's get. I should have looked this up probably beforehand. Harley Davidson. This is from April 28th, and then Drew he put me onto this. Harley Davidson says repo worker shortage to blame for $52.6 million credit loss in 2023. Let me explain Harley Davidson for you, all right? Harley Davidson is an apparel and finance firm who happens to make motorcycles. And I'm not even being too far off base. I'm sure they make money on their motorcycles, but they are a lot more profitable on their financing and apparel division, because when you sell someone a Harley, you're not selling them a quality motorcycle that will go vroom vroom reliably for many miles. What you're doing is you're selling an old washed up boomer who's about to die a lifestyle. It's a bucket list. And like I've said before, high school never ends. Sturgis is coming up. The Sturgis rally is coming up. You go out there and you look. And not only do you look for the stereotypical fat old white guy with a gray beard and gray hair, but I want you to pay particular attention to his apparel. And you say, well, why would I pay attention to his apparel? Because I want you to pay attention to how shiny and new it is. Like if you go out riding, one way to tell if this is a real motorcycle rider or not is that their patches have been bleached out or mucked up with dirt and oil if they're working on their motorcycle. But you go to the Sturgis rally, you're going to see these fat ZZ Top looking motherfuckers, and their patches are going to be brand new. Their vests are going to be shiny and not cracked or dried out at all. Because they went right down to the Harley dealership, dropped $500 on some leathers, put a brand new patch on, and now they're a real motorcycle rider. They really go now. And I have a buddy on the inside at Harley. I won't say how or where, but he's like, oh my God. The number of look, you all think the old white men got their shit together. They don't, guys. They don't. That's just what the media tells you. Okay. Trust you me. I saw it in banking. The old white dudes, now they're even older, do not have their financial shit together. Right? They just borrow it and spend it and make it look like they have their shit together. He's like, I asked him, like, what percentage of these guys can actually afford a Harley? He's like, oh, like maybe 25%. Like they are all financing, and not new ones, they're financing used ones. They don't have any retirement savings. They got bad credit scores. And so it's not a shock to me that, yeah, you'd probably have a lot of repos. You know, what is more, think about pinnacle, different groups within America. Let's go on a journey with me. Take and I want to know. I want to know, but what is the pinnacle dream of the average American black woman? Right? I don't know what it is, but if we had to take a stab, we'd all be wealthy. But what would the lifestyle be? Would would you live in a certain place? Would there be certain handbags you want? I guess we could say that for the average white woman in America, I think it's still, what's the show? Sex in the City, living in a major metro, not having a real job, making lots of money, and oh my God, flirtinis and all that other. I think that hasn't changed. The Latino community might be a little bit like you take your average Latino male, nice truck, probably a little more based, a little bit more down to earth. I'm gonna assume he's got a nice home, truck paid off. What I'm trying to think, doing a lot of grilling and barbecuing be perfect. I don't just but you see, I don't know. Let me tell you though, what your trailer trash white guy has is a dream. It's the Harley life. It's Sturgis. Not all white guys, all right? There's the nerd white guy. Maybe I don't know, he gets his peen touched. But I'm saying your trailer trash white guy, their pinnacle in life is the motorcycle Harley bad boy. Maybe they have a big pickup truck with the truck nuts, kind of the Wyoming thing. But I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Now I live not too far away, like an hour and change from Sturgis, so it's in my backyard. But there are people where I see them, you can almost smell them, where it's like, this is it. This is their first and only and last time they're going to the Sturgis rally, and they've waited until they were damn near 70 years old to do it. And they're all excited and they're great. Oh boy, oh boy, they're gonna do it. And they had to save up all the money to do it. And they could only afford to do it once because they're trailer trash. They had more kids than they could afford. They got 3 divorces under the belt. They literally live in a trailer. That might get repossessed. So I could totally see where it's a $53 million credit loss in 2023 because they don't have enough repo, man. And I don't manage a finance division of basically a vehicle manufacturer, but isn't that a pain in the ass? Like, wouldn't you lend a better 52? Like, well, hang on. Let's look at Harley Davidson's profits. Harley Davidson's income statement. I know this would be overall. Oh, how cute. Their ticker symbol is hog. Oh, OMG. Okay, 2022 EBITDA, income tax, net income, 740. That's significant. That's more than, it's like 8% of your profits. And that's not even the finance division. That's the whole corporation made $741 million last year. 50 million is a sizable chunk of that. Again, don't hire me. I don't have an MBA. But do you want to tighten up your lending standards a little bit? Do you, eh? All right, let's go through the article here. There's too many people behind their bike payments and not enough repo men to take them. So the motorcycle makers take matters into its own hands. Tell me more. Car payments aren't the only thing people are falling behind on. All those shiny new Harley Davidsons you've probably seen and heard running around since the pandemic, like their car counterparts, and nearly just as expensive, many of them are likely not being paid for either. We're focusing on Harley specifically because the American motorcycle manufacturer says it suffered credit losses in the first quarter. Oh my God, wait, is that just the quarter? It says 52.6 million credit loss in 2023. The year ain't even over. Oh my God, it's worse. That might be like 200 million. And they're at according to Bloomberg earlier this week, Harley announced it had a rough start to 2023 with a 52.6 million credit loss. That's one quarter. Well, at least you got your sales commission, bro. What you have to do, bro? Ookie dookie dookie dookie, bro. I'm just picturing a bunch of bankers, except a bunch of. By the way, if you work at Harley Davidson, chances are you are also a fat white trailer trash dude with a beard, and you're also financing your entire life, bro. For all you non-financial folks out there, this just means it was money the company couldn't collect on. In this case, these are likely Harley bike payments financed through the manufacturer. Now, if you're not paying on a loan, the item, or in this case, vehicle, is obviously repossessed. But if there are not enough repo individuals to physically collect that vehicle, what can you do? What can you do? We've been following these rising car repossessions across the industry, which has created a booming repo industry. The problem is, though, a lot of people also left the repossession industry during the pandemic and never came back, Bloomberg reports. Do you remember this thing called World War II, where after we were attacked, we mobilized the fuck up and pretty damn quick? We even did this thing called Doolittle's Tokyo Raid, where we struck back as early as we possibly could. I love it how in America now everything just has to, oh my God, it has to, well, it's going to take years to respond to that. Whatever happened to the 80s montage where, like, in about 2 minutes, you got your team back up and you're ready to go on the offensive? Oh my God, people dropped out. Well, I don't know, Harley Davidson. You think you could go and train some rough and tumble security cops, off-duty cops, maybe? Go talk to Terrence Pop. He used to be a repo man. Wonder if Pop heard about this. I will be sympathetic. Like, yeah, your limp-wristed Zoomer, like, I don't know how he's gonna be a repo man. Business slowed to a crawl as pandemic safety nets like stimulus checks provided people with the extra money to pay their bills on time. With everyone gone, as soon as the surplus money and stimulus payments ended, repo companies were scrambling to hire people and have yet to recover. Until repo companies hire more workers, Vice President and Treasurer of Harley Davidson, David Vinny. Hang on, let's see what David Vinny looks like. He could be an accounting square nerd that actually does the math and the numbers. Chad, you there? Hang on. Let me get you in there, Chad.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
How am I sounding? Am I okay?
You sound fine. How do you like this Harley Davidson stuff we're doing?
I was too busy getting set up, so I missed everything you were talking
Oh, okay.
about.
All right. You just got in.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Nah, I'm just looking at David Vinny. David Vinny. What he looks like. He looks like a corporate guy. Oh, we don't get a picture of him. We're talking about how there's a shortage now of repo men. And now
Oh,
that the stimmy checks ended, not only have all the repo people left the industry, but now people aren't making their payments, specifically Harley. Harley had a first quarter, not loss. It had a first quarter cost of $50 million, which if you prorate that for the quarter, if you prorate it, that's $200 million over the year. Guess what the profits are last year, annual?
ooh. What do you I wouldn't know. I'd be totally
740. Like they're going to lose about
really.
40% of their profits
But
because they
they're
don't
like
have
the
enough
boom
repo men.
they're sort of the boomer brand now,
Sort
right?
of, they're the epitome.
They're the epitome of
Yeah, you can't get a Harley if you're not a boomer. You got to be a washed up, financially destitute dumbass to get a Harley now. So,
That's hilarious.
no, I'm just reading through the article here. David Vinny says he'll be taking a more active role on bike payment delinquencies. Some of this will include reaching out to customers whose accounts are on the verge of being sent to collection and enhancing its repo strategy. Although Harley Davidson didn't outline what that repo strategy would consist of. Chad, does reaching out to people and reminding them that they have a payment, does that work?
No, because even when I do it, it doesn't work.
I like this idea of like Harley badasses. Excuse us, sir. Could you maybe pay us back?
Mm.
Uh,
Modern Life John's in the chat.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
it was a second ago at least.
All right. So if you're reading this and you are behind on your Harley payments, don't get too comfortable thinking the repo man isn't coming for your bike. They're coming. They just need to find someone to do the job first. So then someone also sent me, hang on, let me take a look. Let me grab my phone. Someone sent me something about repo men in general. By the way, check out Modern Life John. We like John despite him being mentally retarded.
And he heard that because he's still posting in the chat.
Hopefully he's still there. Yeah. How's things?
Things are fine with me.
Yeah.
I kind of got roped into going to a sports ball game tonight, which I'm kind of regretting. But other than that,
Well, did you see the sports ball I was watching before?
I did. And you know what? I am proud of you for watching that because I watched it too, and I do consider that a sport. And I'll let you decide if you want to tell the
I
people.
watched the Nathan's. It's got to be the world championship, right? No
It
other
is.
country does hot dog eating.
Yeah,
Nathan's hot
only.
dogs. Yeah, Nathan's hot dogs had the national hot dog eating championship of the world last night, or maybe it was on
It was
rebroadcast.
on the 4th. They always do it on the 4th of
They
July.
always do it on. Okay, so they
Yeah.
rebroadcasted it, and I was actually entertained, borderline fascinated with it.
Did Joey Chestnut win again?
Yeah, he did.
He
Joey,
always wins
how
now.
you knew about him, huh?
Oh, he's been winning for years. It used to be this Japanese guy, this little Japanese
Yeah.
guy that always won. Was his name Kobayashi or something? But
Mhm.
now it's all Joey Chestnut.
Well, yeah, Joey blew him out of the water. He ate
Yeah,
65 hot dogs, and the runner up
65.
was 52.
65 hot dogs.
65 hot dogs. Oh,
Oh,
look at this.
Who is this? Hello,
Man,
yes. Who's this?
don't let it be said we're not pro gay here at the Cappy Cat podcast. Okay, that's
who would ever deny your hobby of taking tremendous amounts of dick in your mouth? I would never deny you.
I just we're proud of you, Jack. We're proud to have you.
That
here.
I accept you for who you are.
You
I'm very
did.
happy.
You did. Yeah, you accepted me as the straight man that I am. So.
Oh, so you finally came out of the closet as straight. Okay.
Yeah, we do
Very
gay culture all
believable.
day. We're just
Very believable. That kind of backfired, didn't it?
no. Hang on. I gotta find. Is this I gotta find. There's the article. There was another article. Case the
About-
Repo Man. There's we're talking about Repo Mans, but it's always about Harley. I should have looked this up on my maybe I got it on Twitter, but someone sent me an article.
That isn't behind the paywall these days. Jesus.
Yeah, that isn't behind a paywall. Let me take a look. Maybe it's here, but it's not just. We have a Repo Man shortage.
Hello, Chad. Good to see
Good to see you too. I was just right before I hopped on here. I was listening to the show you just did.
Oh yeah, the just wing it show.
Yeah, I got to learn how to do those. I'm way too structured. I just get on.
Where is it? Ah, it's behind me. There it is. The giant box.
I don't think. Maybe they emailed it at the other place.
I'm going lifting after this.
Good man. Very
Oh
good
yeah.
man.
I'm taking 3 days off and eating like a pig and not touching the gym.
Aw.
Did you get that picture of the gravel I put down there, Jack?
I saw that. It's lovely gravel.
He's really
You
proud
know,
of that. Yeah.
Let me tell you,
collector's item gravel. Wow.
you know, the
Limited edition.
the GF is leaving, and I can't guarantee
Finally,
my safety. Yeah.
Not been long enough. 10 years.
She's
Longer than that.
leaving. She's coming back, Jack. She's coming back.
Are you sure about that?
Well, maybe not. Well, of course, with that gravel.
How
I
long
got
is she
out
going to
there,
be gone, man? Like
2.5
Not-
weeks.
She's going to be gone.
Not long enough.
Wow.
Yeah, 2.5. Well, she does that. You know, she's got a family that she likes, so she goes away. But I can't guarantee my safety that rumors going to get out, and the women of South Dakota are going to find out about my nice gravel, and they're going to come here and try and take advantage of my body. They're going to say, "Man, look at that
So
guy's
with
gravel."
gravel, you mean shaved pubes or something?
No, although we could have that be the metaphor. Nice gravel.
Landing strip.
Landing strip. At least you know what that is. All right, hang on. Let's go to the news. Harley. Here. This is from December 2022. So this is happening already, and this is not about Harley. Car repossessions are on the rise and warning sign of the economy. After auto repossessions tumbled during the pandemic, they are now approaching their pre-pandemic levels, with industry and analysts worried the trend will continue. Well, wait, is this it? This isn't about the shortage. No. Way up. Repo. Damn it. Where did it go? I had it somewhere. I got it. It has to include shortage. There was an article about this. This is what happens when you don't do show prep.
Yeah. I mean, you come across as a boomer and you kind
Yep.
of confirm what everybody already thought of you.
I don't care. Repo Man Jalopnik. Nope, that's it. All right, fine. I looked long enough. That's it. There's the Repo Man story. So, how you guys doing?
That's a very good story. I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm happy I came down.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complain.
You guys have nothing going on today, like no work or anything. Friday.
I just took a hike for 2 hours or something. I went by the deer. I already did 2 live streams today. I worked out. I trained a client. I ate. I took a hike. My new giant box is here.
Of?
You'll see.
Oh.
You'll see.
Is there going to be an opening or a display or
It's
unboxing?
probably going to be a display. Might be an opening. Might be. I opened something else 2 weeks ago on stream.
Is that a Pokemon card? What is that?
Yeah, because I got to 3,000 subscribers. So I bought an original 1996 booster pack, and I opened that on air.
What's a booster pack?
That's this. So it's like
I know that's a booster. Obviously, yes. But what does a booster pack do?
It has how many?
Watch, Chad. We're gonna watch the young boy talk about his
9
internet
or
Japanese
10 trading cards in it. It's a
Okay.
surprise what you get. So
it's a surprise when you get trading cards.
Yeah.
How are they boosting cards? Explain the boost to me. What's the boost?
I don't know. They call it a booster pack. You have a booster pack and you have a booster box. And you call the single packs are called boosters. I don't know why. They don't boost anything.
Are all the Pokemon cards called boosters, or is it
just the packs? The packs.
The packs.
Yeah.
Are they worth more than non-booster packs, or?
Well, the packs when they're still closed, non-opened, those are worth. Those are like that one I just showed you is like 300 euros.
Oh my god, really?
But because I got to 3,000 subscribers, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll open it up on air.
Wow.
That's kind of cool. I kind of salute that.
Now, are there valuable cards inside?
Well, that's kind of like, remember as a kid, you had the baseball cards. You don't always get the rare ones.
Yeah, you get common cards.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the rare one. Unfortunately.
So, but it's still $300?
Yeah.
But there's no rare ones in it.
No, this one, it didn't have one, unfortunately.
Did you ever collect baseball cards, Clary? You probably didn't.
No, I collected coins, and I got a stamp collection I kind of inherited, which I guess I'll go through. But there's there's silver value and gold value in the coins, and it's as quasi nerdy. I'm just trying to figure out the underlying intrinsic purpose of booster packs. So you get the card, and then you get cards. And then you could play against your Pokemon buddies as well.
You can play or you can collect them.
Yeah.
There is a card game with it. I never played the Pokemon card game, but I did play the Yu-Gi-Oh game. But that's a whole different story. The Pokemon was mostly for the collecting.
Okay. And you got Pokemon cards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this help you get the girl, sir?
What? Funny story that you mentioned.
No, really?
That.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I got to hear this story. All right. Pokemon got you laid.
Well, not yet. But
soon.
Cappy's going to sit here like, what the hell?
I'm glad. I'm going to take off in a little bit, so I got to hear this story.
There was one moment. So there was this Beatles cover band playing in a local bar, and the guitar player had his girlfriend with him. Now, the girlfriend of him was just like, oh, he takes me places and whatever. And we got chatting, and all of a sudden we shared hobbies and shit like that. I'm like, you know, I still have my Pokemon card collection. You want to see them? She's like, sure.
Did you come over?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
It works. It works.
Good for you.
Yeah, it works.
Well, you know what? What happened to the guitar player?
He didn't know. And I asked her about it, like he's your boyfriend, right? Like, why do you do this? She's like, well, he buys me things and he lets me travel. But
okay, so she's a whore. All right.
I love him, but I'm not in love with him. It's like, oh.
How old was this idiot?
He was in his 40s.
The girl.
40s. Yeah. Uh-oh.
And she was 20-something?
He probably doesn't care.
No, he probably doesn't. He just wants eye candy, and he got that. And it's like...
Well, you know the joke. You know you made him homeless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the joke.
Yeah, the guitar player. What do you call it?
Or saxophone. Yeah, okay.
We all whatever. It's like, how do you know somebody's a pilot? Don't worry, they'll tell you.
So, Clary, I got to tell you this. I think we should start a Get Jack to Chicago fund. I think we need to do that.
Let me explain something to you all.
He doesn't know, Chad. It's like,
he doesn't know.
Let me explain something, okay? First, Jack's first foray into the United States is in Philadelphia. He goes
That's
to
right.
Philadelphia of all places, which, okay. Does he go to Vegas? Does he go to Miami? Does he go to New York?
South Dakota.
South Dakota? No,
North
he
Dakota.
goes to Philadelphia. All right. Which is like me. I'm trying to think of like a European shithole. Like I go somewhere in Scotland. I don't know, some crap place that like I go to the Ruhr Valley of Germany. Like I really want to see how they make Mercedes Benzes down here. All right. So what's the joke about Chicago now? What?
It's not a joke, but it's something that's been going on that you've been completely missing. You
I
haven't.
thought he knew about it.
I showed him the episode. I'm like, if you can guess who called in and like there's a thing going on now, I'll tell you everything.
Well, okay,
He
I didn't
still
have
hasn't
time
guessed.
because I was busy with gravel. All right.
I'm an adult.
So
Hey,
what
wait a
happened?
minute.
What happened? What's the inside joke?
Just pay attention. You'll see. You'll see.
I don't
soon.
have time to watch people's. I when I do my podcast and I do asshole consulting, I'm done. I don't want to be on the internet anymore. Now, every once in a while, I do take
That's
in
fair.
a
That's
Reuben
fair.
you or Ryan Stone or
By the way, make
Yeah.
time next week because we have episode 200 coming up.
if you
Yeah.
can. If you can text me or remind me, I'll try and do it. Now, just tell me what the hell the thing was with. If you can guess the girl on the other line, was it Vince? Was that the girl at the end of the line?
No. Thank the Lord.
Was it Pearly Things? I don't know. There's not a lot of
No.
girls in the sphere.
No, it's not
No.
pearly. No.
Ugh.
I don't know. Was it a hot girl, an ugly girl?
Yes.
What? Okay, a hot girl. Allie?
I don't think Clary's gonna know who this is. That's
I don't
the
know.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Her.
Huh?
You really haven't been paying attention.
No, I don't, because I have a life. I don't. Oh my God, what did
You
Rob
hear-
say? Oh my
you hear
God,
that?
what did Ryan say?
You hear that, Chad?
Yeah, that's-
Mr. Laying Gravel.
That's-
Busy with what?
Right there.
Collecting
Hey,
confetti.
hey, I'm done. If you watch the opening monologue to this show, I'm gonna be going and having a lot of fun. I'm going to Sonic. I'm getting chocolate shakes. I'm gonna sit on my ass. I'm doing a lot of. I'm having a good time, man, with my
cheat
Just
gravel.
for you, I hope they've ran out of ice cream.
Boy, they would have. Oh God.
Oh,
don't get
he
me
hates
started.
long lines too, man. I hope there's not a
Oh.
long line for Sonic.
No,
or-
you gotta time it with the tourists out here. You gotta like, okay, they
tourists out
partied.
there?
You go out early because they're sleeping in and they're on vacation. They're hungover, and so you could kind of get in. But don't you be dare going to dinner at like 6 p.m. On a weekend. Yeah. All right. So who's the girl? Just tell me who the girl is.
Tori.
Torsia?
Yeah.
You know Torsia?
Did she show up on time, or did
Yes.
she know the big hand and the little hand work?
I have taken into consideration that 1 minute in male world is 5 minutes in female world.
So-
I just go with that.
Okay, all right, hang on. I won't lie. No hatred for Torsia, but I don't care about a pretty set of tits that's tardy all the time. Explain to me why this is relevant or important that you were talking to Torsia.
It's not necessarily relevant or important to you,
Okay.
but as Chad mentioned, okay. So here's what happened. 4 months ago, she called me. And she called me about drama, and I was like, look, I can think of about anything I would rather do than talk to you, but we're not talking about drama, okay?
Right.
So I thought that would be the end of it. Where it's like, okay, good. Like, we had that. She kept calling. And I'm like, well, sure, I'll talk to you. And that kind of, that kind of...
You banged. Just say,
No,
did you bang? No, you didn't
not-
bang. So you're talking on there. So far, this is my gravel story is better than this story right now. Yeah, I talked to Torsia.
We're figuring out
at
logistics.
12, she should show up at 3:30. She called, and then
We're
some
figuring out
complaints and stuff.
logistics is what we're doing now.
So she's gonna come visit you.
Yes.
What
That's the
day?
plan. We're only aiming for August.
Sure. So she'll show up in September, and you'll be somewhere else. You're like, I missed my plane. Yeah. Okay, this is a great story, Jack.
If you're
Wow.
right- if you're
I'm
right,
sure glad you kept me on the edge of my seat on this one.
Well, my argument is that he should visit here instead of
Yeah,
her
everybody
having to
wants
go
me
there.
there. Red Hawk and Nuke and you.
Yeah.
Everybody wants me to the States.
Yeah, no, well, I obviously would like to see you here. I know South Dakota is a pain in the ass to get to, but Vegas, if you haven't been there, that's obviously an American. Like, I don't feel guilty inviting you out to Vegas because it's something you should see anyway. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of standard, and you'd have free lodging at the Southern Command. But yeah, if you could swing South Dakota, you know, Chad, you've been to my house, right?
Couple of times.
Is it not a victory lap of a celebration, especially now that I got that gravel out there?
You know, home improvements notwithstanding, it is a pretty nice place with a good view. It's peaceful. I'll say
Very
it's
peaceful, yeah.
You can make the reboot. So instead of Tim Allen, we'll have Aaron Clary play the man.
Yeah.
Who will be the neighbor? Atham?
Well, Atham, but he'd be a good mile and a half away because that's the closest neighbor I got. So we have to build one fence in the middle of our vast nothingness of land, and just Atham's head would only come up to about here.
Well, Jack, if you did come to Chicago, I promise you would have such a good time. It's not the best place to live, but I think even Clary would admit, like, it's a good city to visit.
Chicago is definitely better than
Yeah.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
We'll see how this develops. So far, so
Yeah.
good.
I like how he'll come over here for some tail prospective tail, mind you. But you won't come out for you, but that's all right, Jack. That's okay.
I'll come out for you. Like, I was going to you guys in February anyway.
Tax season.
Tax season.
Yeah.
Oh, so all of
go
you
to
will be
Vegas. You
busy.
don't want to be in Chicago in February.
Yeah, you don't.
No. Vegas was the plan for February.
You know what? I'm gonna go get a coffee date with some girl over in Holland, and I'm gonna get a picture with her, and I'm not gonna visit you. I'm just gonna be like, literally, I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm gonna get a picture with your hut or your hovel or your cave or whatever the hell Europeans live in. Like, look, yeah, I'm over at Jack's. No, I didn't have time. I had to go talk to this girl. Really
I never said that. I've always said as soon as I'm there, like there's gonna be a tour. Gonna visit Texas.
You were already here, and you went picking up girls in Philadelphia
with Vince and Rob.
I know.
Yeah, I heard what Vince said to you. I didn't agree with that either.
What did he say?
I mean, you asked if you could come, right?
Not really. No.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you dick.
I said, like, hey, what was it? And he said, like, it was a private affair.
Private affair.
Well, yeah, because they're gay. You know, they say they're picking up chicks. I was like, well, yeah, I don't want anal sex. I don't want Jack's dick in my ass. I was like, no, that's fine. That's why I wasn't really offended that I wasn't invited. But I appreciate you guys knowing I'm straight, and I appreciate the offer, but I just don't want my dick sucked by Rob. Okay, I
remember you calling us. That was so much fun. We on the phone on the middle.
Oh God, you guys were. Like, all right, yeah, I really missed out on this. Yeah,
that was so much fun. You wouldn't have been grumpy. You would have had fun.
I would have had a good time. I know.
I know you're happy for everybody. So
yeah,
still, you can eat a dick though.
Any other saucy details you got there? Like,
no, we're figuring out logistics. That's what we're doing.
Did you hold the girl's hand one day? Did you have coffee with another girl?
I can tell you about me and your mom.
What other exciting sex life you got going on there, Jed? Did you go to the library with the girl?
She lives in Canada. That was
no. Your mother preferred the graveyard. It's like
no. Vince is banging my mom. The number of times he says like your mother. It's like those two must be going out a lot for a long time because he keeps banging my mom. So.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. I guess we got some super chats here. People actually paid for this. You can believe it.
I'll read him.
Okay, good.
Osama Abdu for $5. $5 brief thoughts. LOL on DeSantis upbringing. Father was a cable box TV installer. Mom was a nurse when they made less money. Middle class at best. I don't think you follow this.
No, I didn't. What happened? I know he. Well, let me pull that up. But go ahead. Why don't you explain it to the audience?
Explain what?
I don't know the details of this. I just know he's entering the race to run for president, and he's making some headway. So
yeah, no, I thought there was like some kind of news about his early childhood background, but yeah, he seems to be. I don't pay that much attention to politics, but it seems to me like he makes logical, normal decisions, which comes from people who had to live in limited resources. Like you have to make logical, cost-effective decisions. And yeah, whereas Trump, he came from wealth, and all Trump knows how to do is borrow money and hope real estate prices go up. That's it. So very similar to George Bush Jr. It's like, well, we'll just spend our way out of it. So if I had to, I'd vote for DeSantis over Trump in a heartbeat. Because a lot of people you guys forget, Trump introduced the stimmy checks. I don't care what he says. He created more debt than any president before him, including Obama. So, I mean, yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me that DeSantis, he's like a guy you want to have a beer with. With Trump, he's just a clown. Just like, okay, I get it. You got your hair and you got your expat wife that you paid for. Good for you.
I mean, you must have a banging time right now with the economy, where it's like, I am right, you are wrong, I was right.
That's been 20 years now of my life.
And you're still so angry.
I am, because these people don't admit it. Not that you must admit that I'm right. It's more like their kids are now going to school and getting the shit kicked out of them in these public schools in the city. There's crime in the net. And I'm like, are you going to admit? And some of my friends in the past have admitted it. Like, we're sorry we called you Alex P. Keaton. Yeah, you were right. I'm like, hey, you think so? And so there's some people I get the respect from. But maybe I'm not angry. I'm just morbidly fascinated and demoralized, where I'm like, how do you people not get this? But I don't know. I haven't paid much attention. I haven't paid much attention to the
Can I just say,
old
jokes aside, I did miss you, Cappy. It's like, it's been so long since I saw you.
It's been a month. I just took a month. I've been
no homo.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I have to say that. Otherwise, people might get the wrong idea. We don't want that.
Have you guys seen this? Well, I did want to talk about this. DeSantis signing a bill ending permanent alimony in Florida.
I didn't see that.
No, here, let's go through it. So Florida is now on the docket. Ron DeSantis on Friday signed a measure that will overhaul the state's alimony laws after 3 vetoes of similar bills and a decade of emotional clashes over the issue. The measure includes doing away with what is known as permanent alimony, which should, because women are strong and independent. DeSantis's approval. God damn it. There's an advertisement right smack dab in the middle.
Why do they do
that? DeSantis's approval came a year after he nixed a bill similar that sought to eliminate permanent alimony and set up a formula for alimony amounts based on the length of marriage. The new approval drew an outcry from members of the, are you ready for this made-up group of a bunch of fat spinster cows? You guys ready?
Yes,
the First Wives Advocacy Group, a coalition of mostly older women who receive permanent alimony, who assert that their lives will be upended without payments. We got to look at this. We got to look at these broads. Hang on, let's take a look.
They made a movie about that in the mid 90s. It was called The First Wives Club, and it had all shriveled up like Bette Midler. Yeah, so this is funny. It's just like that movie.
So they got their Twitter account. They don't have a real website. They have 804 followers, so it's no one's. I don't see any pictures of any of these gals. They are not doing a lot of Twitter stuff. Their website is equityanddignity.org. Equity and Dignity, an affiliate of the First Wives Advocacy Group. So they just made this up. Where I want to find out, about. There's always an about. We are advocates for equity and dignity. No, you're parasite whores. You are literally whores who slept for money and think because you got your hoo-ha access that now you're entitled to money forever. We represent all women, mothers, and children. No, you do not. We strive for family law reform that recognizes and honors all marital contributions and puts the best interest of the child first. That is such bullshit. They don't give a damn about the kids.
Well, what about the children?
What about the email governor urged task for our mission? We demand a comprehensive, neutral task force be established to determine the effects on women and children in the state of Florida. But why not men? They abuse their children to get more money. We support family laws which regard marriage as an equal partnership and value the contributions of stay-at-home caregivers, lesser earning wives, and the disabled. I just want to see pictures of them. I want to see who they are. Events. All right, maybe there's some pictures. Contact alimony to stand up. Changes are coming. I can't. Our blog. Their last entry in their blog was 2016, and they have 4 entire entries. What in God's name? Alimony videos, stand-up documentary, God, ladies, I just want to see some pictures. I just want to see. It could just be one guy or one gal. All right. On behalf of thousands of women who our group represents, we are very disappointed in the governor's decision to make women strong and independent. I mean, sign the alimony reform bill. We believe by signing it, he has put older women in a situation which we call financial devastation. This so-called party of family values has just contributed to the erosion of the institution of marriage in Florida. What? These women filed for divorce, and he's contributing to the erosion of the institution of marriage. Jan Kalia, 63-year-old Boca Raton woman. All right, hang on. Let's look her up. Jan Kalia. Here we go. Here we go. What do you want to bet? Does she look like a comely lady? Oops. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm boomering. Paste, not copy.
Boomer, boomer, boomer. Keep the boomer, boomer.
What a life coach, Jan Kalia.
Life coach.
Wait, this.
So she's like Paul from Come On Man podcast. Certified life
Boca
coach.
Raton. Wait a minute. How is this gal 63? Oh, she is. Oh, it's photoshopped. Okay, so she's a life coach. Her hashtag is "What a life coach," right? She's in charge of helping out with this institution. Guess how many followers she's got on Twitter?
Less than I.
66.
Wow.
Wow.
Reinventing myself in Florida. Yukon mom to an amazing woman and adorable grandson.
Aw.
Amazing.
Aw.
I have her followers times 1,000.
She is.
My power level exceeds hers.
It's not even that. It's like, look, if you're going to do the social activist stuff on the internet, she is the creator of the First Wives Advocacy Group and probably the only member. She's a lifetime alimony recipient.
Ugh.
Marketing director.
Imagine you getting a lifetime award for that. Recipient of money from others.
Okay, so
Alimony.
she's marketing director, family law legal assistant, founder of this. She keeps listing this on her resume like, no. Marketing director, Plum Talk Productions, 5 years, 9 months. Founder, First Wives Advocacy Group, 2012. Gal, volunteer, Guardians Ad Litem. Certified John C. Maxwell coach, teacher, trainer, and speaker. So she went to a school to get certified as a life coach. Her entire financial plan is parasitism, living off her ex-husband, and then bitching and whining about when it might go away. All she does is activism. This is just
the jokes write themselves.
Secretary, legal assistant, membership director, Boca Ski Club, board member, president of a nonprofit, advocate. We're going to like 2002. Account executive, administrative assistant, education, Castle College. There's nothing. She doesn't even list her degree. 1977 to 1979.
Look at all these super chats coming in.
Yeah, man. And they're all for him.
A lot. Yeah, they're all for me.
Not
I'm just
splitting
pointing out
anything.
what a Jan. I'm describing you. I'm not slamming you. What a truly worthless person. Like, this person has done nothing with their life. I know. And she's like, I've got to go for more money, and I'm proud of it. All right, let's go to the super chats then.
All right. Osama Abdu for $5. Also, additional payment for your excellent explanation on why men should get a vasectomy last week.
Okay. I thought that was a couple more weeks old. I am going to be writing a book about vasectomies because of the ignorance out there.
Yeah, and you haven't already done, like, I don't know, how many videos on vasectomies?
Yes, but there's a curveball to this. If I write a book, there's new material. I don't just like take what I said. Although
I get a job.
But I will. You will get a job. Yes, but that's like 3 books down. But thanks, Osama. Yeah, I'm glad that it helped people out.
Nonstop Dre for $2. When was the lie that life should be fair started?
When
When
Karl
women were
Marx was
born.
born.
Yeah. Damn it! Did you say the same thing?
I said when Karl Marx was born.
Oh,
Far off.
yeah. No, I mean, life should be fair. Like you should be treated fairly, and you should insist upon fair treatment. But the number of people who are throwing away their own lives waiting for life to be fair, yeah, I don't know. I hope they waste the rest of their lives. I don't know what else to tell you.
Drew for $2. Terrence Pop needs to get back into the repo game.
He does. I was thinking
Alex-
about it too because there's a Harley dealership in Rapid City, and I'm kind of a dick. And I wouldn't mind, like, I had to go and have chats with people like, hey, we're going to repossess your house if you don't pay up. So I could play bad cop. So I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I know how to ride a motorcycle. Figure out how to jack a motorcycle and ride it away. It'd be pretty neat.
Alex Patino for $10. That's why you drive a truck. Nobody cares about your politics since it's a solo ops in your truck. The only thing that anyone cares is if you can pick up and deliver on time, and that's the only thing that matters.
Yep. My dad always worked in logistics. That's the thing. HR, we ain't got no time for your shit.
Yep.
We ain't got no time. Pick
No,
up, bring it.
Him and the
Deliver.
tornado chasing kid, like they're right. Like you're just on your own. Maybe you got to deal with a little office paperwork or a little bit of bullshit when you drop off or pick up, but the remaining 98% of your job is just not falling off the road. Look at that, $20 super. Look at that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I like this guy way more than I like both of you together times 10.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Mac McKenna, 1999. Hey, Cappy, I live in Minneapolis and I'm planning my escape. What do you think about buying a pickup truck and a camper and living on the road? I make 6 figures and have my CDL. Love your work.
Well, if he's got a CDL, why does he just live in the, like, do what Alex does? I mean, he can live in his cabin of the truck, but I mean, let's say you're not driving truck or CDL, living in your truck. Yeah, absolutely. If you can, especially if you can work remotely and make your 6 figures, yeah, absolutely. Get a pickup truck or a camper van or some. I would definitely research that to figure out what you like the most based on your height and everything else. Like Rob can sleep in a Prius, because Rob's so small, he's set to go. If you're a taller fella, you're gonna need a little bit more. But yeah, absolutely. Get out of Minneapolis like starting tomorrow. Like there's no reason to be there.
Starting yesterday.
Yeah.
Starting yesterday.
Soon. Drew for $5. I bought a car in cash and they tried to get me to finance. The car dealer told me I'm smart and the people who look rich have the worst credit scores.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You ever pay cash for a car at a dealership?
No.
I've done it once. They don't know what to do with you.
You're financially stable. Please leave.
Yeah. Well, it was because I went in and me and the GF, we went halvesies on a car and we had our checkbooks out. We're ready to go. And they're like, yeah, we'll take it. And I'm like, okay, we'll get you to our financing guy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, we'll give him the money. He's the financing guy. He's like, well, we have a couple options. Like, not even like, how are you going to pay for this? Well, we have a couple options. I'm like, we're just paying cash. What? And I'm like, we're paying cash. We got some really good rates. No! Cocksucker motherfucker. We're paying cash. Here's the check. I want that thing. Here's the money. That's how it works. And you could just see him like, I'm not getting commission. Oh.
Chris is not here. Tornado chasing kid. $5. The Dream Team. Atham gave a sticker.
Which one is it? It's it's a cloud that says game over.
Yeah, I can't see.
Not Mexican poops?
No, not Mexican poops.
We gotta find Atham. Text me and let me know if you found a job yet or not. Let us know if we got to go beat the bushes a little bit more here for you. But let us know what your job search is.
It means jerk each other off.
He says also to play Diablo 4 for the win.
I might. I've heard nothing but good things for it, but I am engrossed in Hogwarts Legacy.
Really?
Yes. Very good game. It is on par with
It hates transgender, so that's a plus.
What? No, it does. There's a transgender thing in the. I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl. Like, okay, they did a couple woke things, but the game is still very good.
Okay.
But so and the fact that the Spurred community freaked out about it because they hate J.K. Rowling so much, I'm like, well, then I am going to get the game. It's like Red Dead Redemption, except it's with wizards and magic wands and stuff. So it's pretty darn cool.
Nice.
But I'm gonna, for my 3 days of debauchery and eating like a pig, I'm gonna just sit there and play video games.
Okay.
I got new curtains as well. I put up to totally block
you
out
can
the
close
sun.
the windows when you vigorously jerk off and nobody sees you.
Yep, I'm gonna jerk off to Harry Potter. That's all I'm gonna do.
In peace and quiet.
In peace and quiet. America.
Red Hawk. What's up, Red Hawk? $4.99. 3 homos
Look at this
walk
guy.
into a podcast.
Look at this guy over here. Look at this guy.
I think we should salute him the old
This
American
rookie
way.
kid comes in last week. He's got his 3 subscribers.
Yeah. Cappy, let's salute this man.
Let's everyone salute Red Hawk right there.
Yeah,
there you go, Red Hawk. All right.
Eat a dick.
Kirkpatrick, $10. No one is above the loan.
Oh, I wonder. See, if you had to go now, just hear me out on this, right? Harleys are big. I'm not used to riding big bikes, so I'd have to kind of get a little bit of practice. But those guys carry guns too. They'd be pissed off because you guys understand they think it's theirs, right? Like if you don't pay your rent, and you get kicked out. People get pissed off. Like they actually think that that's their house or that that's their car, and so they will commit violence against you. So I'm just kind of like, oh, this would be. Because I had to deal with these assholes in Wyoming. I would love just to get some wired out, strung out on meth crackhead. Just like come out without his shirt on, cigarette on after he's done banging his sister, getting pissed off as he sees me drive off.
Hat and Clogs for $2. Zelda for the win.
Yep, I'm playing the new one. It's great.
What's your opinion of it?
I like it. It's good. They have some couple of new cool mechanics in it. It's these so the overworld is almost the same as the first, but they added like a whole entire underground to it and a whole sky section to it.
Like that's all islands in the sky.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It better improve. Because I've been playing it and I'm like, this is getting tiring trying to find out where to go. So I'm kind of
stuck. The fun.
No, it's not part of the fun. Wandering around because the video game designers made it impossible to figure out what the next step is. Like, no.
Well, Zelda does have the tendency to even make me feel like a retard, where I'm kind of like, oh,
feel.
Yeah, I have feelings. I still have a heart.
Like one. You feel like one, huh? Okay.
I've been hacking around you too much.
Like, just wait till you talk to Torsha. That's
okay, that one was funny.
This girl's done nothing to me. I just.
But you'd be surprised. At first, I
I'm not. Like, no, I won't be surprised. It's just the curse of the pretty girl. It's like, look, you have life on easy mode and you can't show up on time. No, nice girl. I'm sure she's very friendly and everything, but.
Drew for $2. Ramstein at Soldier Field was awesome.
Rammstein.
That I would almost want to go see. That sounds cool.
They're playing in Groningen tonight, which is an hour away from me.
Good, but that's convenient for all of us. Good, I'll be right over.
Maybe you should be in the Netherlands as well.
I came to Europe once. I'm not doing it again.
Oh, that's socialism. Oh, it smells like.
No, it's the overpriced food, and the roads are not gridded. It's because it's where all the old people. It's like when cattle. All your roads are spider webs. It's not latitude, longitude. It's not your street in your avenue. I know exactly north and east. I could know where I am. I could go to any American town except like Boston and pretty much get around. You go to Europe, there's no grid. There's no logical way to get this as well. That's the most direct way to Paris. And then when you get here, go fuck yourself because you're going to be lost.
Guess good.
Jack Dawes for $4.99. Late 90s GMC 3500 work van with a 5.7 liter Vortec V8. That's going to be my home for the foreseeable future. Cash baby.
There you go.
Desea Bronx for $1.99. Buying in cash is always so funny to spectate.
It is.
Yeah.
I've only done it once, but.
Drew for $2. Cap, didn't you repo trailers in Wyoming?
I tried to, but the bank I worked for out there were the biggest pushover pussies ever. where people were years late on their payments, years backed up, over a year of payments due. And, I'm in charge of the repo and the thing. So they'd say like, well, go have a talk with them. I'm like, are we going to call the sheriff and kick them out? Well, no, go have a talk with them. I'm like, no, like we either repossess or a year in. And so I didn't have the final say. So I'm the one who like, go be a bad couple without a gun. And we're not going to, there's no threat. There's no stick or punishment. And so we would attempt to, but then when it came time, my bosses would always conk out at the last minute. It's like, okay, well then don't be surprised when they don't pay next month.
Adding clogs for $2. Cappy, there is a map and guides for that, Cappy.
I will. Yeah, I've been playing it on my Switch on the plane only, so I don't exactly have internet access. But I got an Xbox One here, so I play Hogwarts, and then when I'm on the plane, maybe I'll switch out into the deck and play it on the big screen.
Red Hawk for $1.99. I'll have you know the Dutch food was just fine.
Exactly.
Yep.
Stroopwafel.
You had someone to show you where to go. Man,
you could have called. I'm very glad you have to get to call Jack.
No, I was in the southern part. I don't think I knew you back then.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. You didn't know me.
And I was in the south anyway. And my God, if you don't have a tourist destination, you don't have someone showing you around like Adam Piggott, the food is shit in Italy. It's like, here's some bread and some pasta. Thanks, there, Guido. Where's this like a culinary delight that you guys rival the French or something? Like, where's the real food? There's no real food in Italy. You gotta be in the know and where to go.
True.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We're all caught up.
Cool.
I gotta get going. Our dentist friend seems ready to lift now. So
okay, kick him in the nuts for me.
Chad gonna get buff.
Yeah.
Trying to look like you. That's all.
I'm out of here. Chad, you want to Chad and Jack, Chad, tell people about your YouTube channel.
Oh, go to it's just my name, Chad Elkins CPA, and it's the Elkins Accounting Hour. I was doing it weekly. Now it's every other week. I'm looking for subjects to talk about. So if anybody has more questions or things you want me to discuss, just hit me up.
All right. Jack,
okay,
you have something? You got a website?
Yeah, my YouTube channel. I'm over 3,000.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. That's why I opened the booster pack of cards Cappy doesn't like.
I don't dislike them. I don't like them either. I'm just still utterly confused about the point of a booster pack.
Yeah.
It doesn't boost anything.
It's a collector's thing. Let me have my fun.
I'm going to just put booster in before everything. Oh, it's a booster book. And it was like, oh my God, I'm a zoomer. I'll buy it.
It's a booster penny.
It's a booster bike.
It's a booster cap. A booster
all right.
cappy. Yeah. Go to my channel, subscribe. Toodles.
When should we hang out?
Soon.